Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl B, another day, another video. And as y'all can already tell from the title down below, this is gonna be a Baddies review. Now if y'all, some of y'all may watch Baddies, some of y'all probably don't watch Baddies, but it's a show on this app called Zeus. I think it's like $5 or $6.99 a month, something like that. But yeah, I like it. I've been watching it since it came out, since Baddies South came out, and I think, was it the first? I can't remember, I don't know. Or it was Baddies something. I've been watching it since it first came out. But anyway, so I'm gonna be talking about the latest episode that just dropped yesterday. But before I get into this video, because I don't want the intro to be long, because this video is probably already gonna be long. But feel free to comment, like, subscribe, follow me on all social medias, and I'm gonna just go jump straight into it, y'all. I ain't trying to hold up time. Hold y'all time up, hold my time up. Okay, number one, Rolly. So you know, okay, number one, okay, so you know, Natalie, she in and out. Sometimes she, you know, mixed in with the girls, sometimes she not. Natalie just doing her own thing. Like, Natalie really gets, I feel like Natalie's slowly creeping into her, like, CEO title for real, because, like, you know how everybody was like, either you want to be a cast member or you want to be behind the scenes. Which one? You the boss or a cast member? But it seemed like she's showing y'all, look, I ain't got time for this. I'm a boss. I'm in with y'all, but then I'm out. Like at first I feel like Natalie, she was on the show like the whole time, but then if y'all notice, she barely like be in the scenes, and I don't know. She just said, "Look, I'm here to like see what's going on, do my little one too. I'm gone." But anyway, so Natalie in and out, so she let Rolly run the rehearsals, right? And something that I peeped out, and something. This is why I, you know. For one, I've been saying that Rolly, I feel like she could be a bully sometimes, but also, and so I'm not a big fan of Rolly, but if y'all didn't peep it out, in the last episode, well, not the one that dropped Sunday, which was yesterday, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the one that dropped last week. Rolly, when she first got on the mic, she was like, we running rehearsals and we running phase. Or I don't know, maybe she didn't say it on the mic. Maybe she said it in the confessionals. I can't remember, but I remember she was like, we running rehearsals and phase. But something that was kind of weird to me, like, I feel like she was kind of like ducking her fade with pressure. If y'all just go back and watch, like it was kind of like she kind of like ducking her fade with pressure. So, and she like Rolly always talking all this shit being messy. Ooh, I'm trying not to cuss. Well, Rolly talk all this stuff being messy, but cause like remember when Persuasion and I think it was E.T. I can't remember. Hold on, let me, cause I took notes. So let me fact check. I took notes, and I do this so I won't forget. It was so much going on, so I wrote some stuff down so I won't forget what I want to say to y'all. Because baby, it was just so much going on. Yeah, I think Persuasion was fighting E.T. And Persuasion was like, Rolly was on the mic talking about something. Dang, I'm trying not to cuss, but she said D-A-M-N. And she was like, Persuasion get hurt, ASS, beat. Look, you know what? Look, I'm sorry. It might be a little cussing in this video. I'm trying not to cuss, like, I want to keep it PG, but look, she was like, damn, Persuasion get her ass whooped, is what she was saying. But I just feel like, and then she was saying it on the mic, and I just feel like that's weird. Like, you up here being messy, you want to act like you big dog, and you want to be messy, and you just act like you running stuff, but it seems like you ducking your fade with pressure, and it seems like you up here ducking your fade with, sorry y'all, somebody texted me. And you just slick ducking your fade with Daisy. So you want to be like messy and you feel like you running stuff, but you up here ducking fades. Like, sit down. And then number two, I just feel like everybody fighting. And I'm like, I don't know why everybody fighting. It was just a lot going on. And then I feel like, now I don't know why. I think maybe it was like internet stuff, but I'm not 100% sure why Big Lex was trying to fight Camilla. But I honestly feel like Big Lex was wrong for trying to fight Camilla. Like girl, like you see Camilla ain't really on it for real. Like just leave that girl alone. Like every soul can feel energy. We can feel good energy, bad energy. We can feel scariness, whatever, toughness. We can feel energy. We can feel compassion, or we can feel the bitch cold. You know what I'm saying? my Big Lex can read Camilla energy, and she can feel her energy. And Big Lex knew Camilla didn't really want that smoke with her, but yeah, you chose to not only fight her, but you would fight her hard as hell. Like I'm gonna be real. Big Lex is so pretty. I used to like her, but I'm gonna be real. I'm starting not to like. Cause like she just giving bully. I ain't gonna say that I don't like her, but she's starting to give bully vibes a little bit. I don't know. And the only reason why I say this, I mean, yeah, she might be like, well, they spoke on me first, or they on the internet talking about me first. But Big Lex, you know your power. You know what you can do. You need to just stop. Just Big Lex is going around just throwing them things to everybody. Like, just stop. Cause like I said, not only was Big Lex not only did she fight Camilla, but you going hard as hell. But I'm gonna be real though. Speaking of Camilla, baby, I'm gonna be real, you need to go home. And then like after Big Lex, she already ducking smoke with Big Lex. Then after Big Lex then whooped the hell out of Camilla talk about something. I'm pretty, I got kids. Girl, you just need to go home. Because at the end of the day, I do feel bad for you, because Big Lex, she was doing you in Dookie. But the reason why I kinda feel bad for Camilla though is because like, wait, hold on. I lost train of thought. But I do feel bad for Camilla, but I do feel like Camilla need to go home. Because, baby, don't nobody care about you being pretty. Don't nobody care about you having kids. I mean, that's lovely and all. You is pretty. I'm happy you got kids. I'm happy you a mama. And hopefully you a good mama. But you need to throw them hands. You know what you on that show for, so throw them hands. Look, I don't think I can go on a show like that because, like, for real. I might be an opinion. Look, you ain't finna beat me upside my head just because the camera's on, cause I'm gonna take it all the way there. Look, somebody finna be in hell or jail. Do you hear me? So I wouldn't go on a show like that. But with that being said, Camilla, like, I feel like, girl, you try to slick duck smoke from Jayla. I mean, not Jayla. Jayla wasn't even on the show, or Gretch, or Sapphire, or like where everybody go. But anyway, I'm gonna get into that later. But not Jayla, but you ducking smoke from Big Legs. Like, I don't know, just go home. Then you up here crying, talking about some, I got kids, I'm pretty. That's lovely, but you need to throw them things. I need you to, like, come on now, because really, I can't remember if Camilla was on the last season, but I know she was on one season previous to this one. Or a couple of seasons, I can't remember. But I remember last time she was on the show, I was thinking, Camilla just need to go home. I'm gonna be real. Baby, you just need to go home. Like I said, I wouldn't even put myself in that type of environment. So I'm Gucci. But if you're gonna put yourself in that environment, you better be on go. You better be ready for anything. That's how I feel. But I don't want to spend too much on one topic because I don't want this video to be long. So next, okay, so now this happened on the last episode, which was last week. So remember when it was K-Rican, Rolly, Natalie, Cold Killer, and Funna. So basically, I guess K-Rican talking about Cold Killer and Funna on the internet, talking about some. Well, I guess K-Rican felt like the Cold Killer and Funna didn't really have her back or something like that. Cause when she cut at the reunion, do y'all remember at the reunion? I'm gonna be real, I love me some K-Rican, but she would get her butt dragged. Do you hear me? And I sure was thinking like, damn, like ain't nobody helping her. Like she would get whooped. And so long story short, they made up and all that. But did y'all peep out how Cold Killer was like, and I don't know, I have mixed feelings about Cold Killer. Did y'all peep out how Cold Killer was like, I got a hole in my boo, woo, just making up excuses as why she couldn't really fight. I guess fight for K-Rican at the reunion, I don't know. But something that was interesting to me, and I'm gonna be real, y'all, watch out for friends like this, especially if y'all in friend groups where, like, I'm gonna be real, like, I feel like maybe the best type of friendship is just where it's just you and another person. Because sometimes when you friends with people in a friend group, you got like favoritism going on, like somebody might like the next person better than they like you. You got too much talking on the sidelines, talking in the background. It's just too much. I don't know. So, but anyway, cause see, here I go. I'm just rambling. I'm sorry. But basically, how I feel about that situation Cold Killer talk about some, oh, I got a hole in my boob and this and that. I'm going through stuff. But at the reunion, when Funnel was fighting Tavy, Cold Killer jumped in. So it just, I don't know, like, I don't know. If Funnel and Cold Killer like this, and then it's K Rican over here, just say that. Because it's not giving trio, it's really giving duo, for real. Then, what else? Dang, I think it was another, well, I can't remember, but that's how I feel about that. It's just giving weird, like, And then Cold Killer was like, I feel like y'all didn't have my back. I ain't gonna lie, Cold Killer, you ain't lying. They didn't have your back. The fuck? Like, yeah, Cold Killer did get jumped, I don't think. I can't remember. She did get jumped, but you fight bitches back to back. I'm gonna help my bitch out. The fuck? I'm just saying, like, Cold Killer and Funnel making up these excuses, but they fight for each other, but y'all can't fight for K Ricky. Okay, next. Weird. But, and it was another, example, but I can't remember, cause it was another time when Cold Killer kept jumping in with Funnel. But anyway, but just forget it. Oh, and did y'all see when Tink and Cold Killer got the fight, and then even Cold Killer admitted, like, yeah, she got me, and I think she got it in the eye too, cause the whole episode, after Cold Killer and Tink got the fight, Cold Killer had that ice pack on her eye. She was quiet, cause normally Cold Killer be popping it all day, every day. Y'all see, she was quiet when she, Tink got that eye. Now I'm not really necessarily a fan of Tink either, and I used to like Cold Killer, but sometimes Cold Killer do too much, and I feel like she like just, I don't know. Sometimes Cold Killer can do too much, but yeah, I'm happy Tink got that eye. Now I don't like Tink too much neither, but I'm happy Tink got that eye because Tink do too much too. But and I think Wet and Amber got to fight again. Honestly, I'm tired of both of them, but I'm really tired of Wet though. Like, girl, like, cause I see why Amber whooped Wet, cause it's just like we literally just agreed to be alliances or whatever. Like, but now you started talking shit. Like, Amber, like, damn, bitch, you right here. I hear you talking about me. What the fuck is the problem? We just made up, man. What's the problem now? So I really don't blame Amber for whooping Wet. But I ain't gonna lie. I think it was the first episode, and it was the Cabaret Girls. Now, I feel like Amber was, well, I don't know. I was gonna say Amber was wrong for whooping Wet. It was the first episode. And then Amber walked in and heard Wet said her name. And so she was like, Amber, what? And then she just went off on her. So, nah, she went wrong. Yeah, I'm tired of Wet. Okay. So, Amber and E.T. got the fight. And, I feel like when Amber and E.T. got the fight, to me, I feel like it was a tie. Like, I feel like, did nobody really whoop nobody too bad? Did nobody lose too bad? I feel like it was a tie. But something that was so weird to me, after Amber and E.T. got the fight, Tasiki gonna say, go fight, I mean, not Tasiki, but E.T. told Amber to go fight Tasiki. Girl, that's so weird. Like, bitch, if you feel like Amber slick whooped you, cause what I'm sorry, but what type of grown-ass woman gonna get to fight with another grown woman, then go say, well, go fight this person? Girl, look, if you got your ass, if you feel like Amber Slick was getting you, just say that. Ain't no way in hell, I don't give a fuck if I lose or not. I'm not gonna tell another grown-ass woman, be like, oh, well, I bet you won't go fight her. I bet you won't go fight her. The fuck, like, but girl, boom. But anyway, next. Because like I said, it's a lot going on, so we gotta get through it. But okay, I wrote down Pressure snuck ET, and I'm happy because I don't too much like ET. And speaking of ET, I really didn't like how ET tried to run up on Camilla. Even though, like I said, I do feel bad for Camilla, but I do feel like Camilla needs to go home. I'm gonna be real. B21 help if you're gonna drink. But I do feel bad for Camilla, but I do feel like Camilla needs to go home. Cause baby, look, you hollering, you a mama, you pretty, just go home, be a pretty mama. Cause this environment is not for you. But I love her, I do love her. I feel like she got a sweet soul, but I don't know, this environment not for you. But yeah, I didn't like how E.T. was trying to run up on Camilla. Then, you know, Camilla once again, bringing the energy that she don't want to fight for real, she don't want this smoke for real, and then E.T. talking about some, yeah, like this. Girl, sit down. You the same bitch who ducking smoke from all these other bitches. Then on top of that, when Amber Slick whooped you talking about some, go fight to seek it, girl, sit the fuck down. The fuck? And then also, okay, I wrote down, Dolly wanted to fight E.T., but she talked about she got to catch her breath. Then gonna say, they come, and that's another thing I'm talking about with E.T. Yeah, Dolly showed tried to catch her fade with E.T., and then E.T. talking about some, let me catch my breath, these bitches coming at me like hyenas. Girl, please shut the fuck up. Please, because you ran up, you weren't saying that when you was finna run up on Amber, when you was finna run up on Camilla. Please, I don't want to hear it. And then, okay, Lord have mercy. So, I had wrote down, I love how Persuasion and E.T. made up. But, like, because they fought and then, you know, they talked it out, they hugged, whoop-de-woo. But I did not expect, because remember when E.T. was like, I got mace in my eye. I did not expect for it to be Persuasion. Like when, well, at first I thought E.T. was probably like lying just to cop a plea. But like at first I thought E.T. was like, yeah, I got mace. Cause you remember E.T. act like it was too much for her on the cool, talking about some, these bitches coming at me like how it is, I gotta catch my breath. Like it seemed like she was like, at first I thought she was just copying please, like lying, she got mace. But when Persuasion raised her head, talking about some, I admitted, I said, what the hell? And I said, oh hell. Because Persuasion and E.T., they just got the fight, right? So when E.T. figured out that it was Persuasion with the mace, I think E.T. might gonna want another round. I ain't gonna lie to you. But one thing about Persuasion, she probably gonna give it to her. Like whether she win or lose. Cause I will say Persuasion was getting a fight back to back. Okay, then Persuasion, even though she had her hour like that, but okay, Persuasion, okay. Even though, you know, you do need to train harder, but she wasn't ducking no phase though. I will give her that. And she said she wasn't ducking no phase, and she wasn't. I will give her that. And speaking of another person who never ducking a damn fade, even though they win or lose, Mariah and E.T. got the fight, and I will give it to her. Mariah herself, she a damn soldier. I will give it to her. Yeah, she ran her one with E.T. E.T. folded her up real quick, put her in a box and shipped her off, but Mariah, like, I still put with you. Like, you a trooper though. Okay, now, Pressure versus Tavy. Do I remember the pressure? Yeah, I feel like it was a tie. And that's speaking of trooper, speaking of soldier, my girl Tavy. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Tavy can ass kiss sometimes. But one thing about Tavy, you know how like some people ass kiss and they be scary. Tavy might ass kiss, but she gonna get in that field. Whether she win, lose, or if it's a tie, she gonna get in the field. And I was so sad. And then when Ivory fought Tavy, oh my God, I was so, cause like Tavy started getting a fight back to back. And every time Tavy get the fight, her face be messed up. I be like, what the hell? Like, it don't matter who she, like, her face be messed up. Well, I ain't gonna say, like, every single time, but most times, like, her face, like, god damn, like, but anyway, let's keep it moving. But, with Pressure and Tavy, I feel like it was a tie. But Amber shocked me when she snuck E.T. Cause remember E.T. had got maced or whatever, and the security and the producers, they were walking her out, and E.T. had like a towel over her eyes, right? And then Amber just ran up and Amber just pushed the hell out of E.T. I'm like, I was shocked, cause when she was like, cause E.T. was like, I'm Mace, and like, you know, covering her eyes, crying, stuff like that, and so they were walking her out. So I'm like, okay, damn. But when Amber like tried to, when she snuck E.T., I was shocked. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't expect that to happen. Yeah. What's next? Okay. TT fought Persuasion because she felt like it wasn't fair that E.T. got maced. See, look, this is why I'm not a fan of TT, and this is why I really don't feel, it is good TV. It's still good TV, but I really don't feel like Even though, look, I'm just this poor little black woman from Arkansas, so who gonna listen to me? But I really don't feel like that they should have combined Zeus with Now That's TV with Johnson's Cabaret. Cause it was just like it was good TV, but sometimes it was just like too much going on. Like people fighting over here, over here, over here. You don't know what's going on. You don't know why nobody fight. To me, I just feel like it was too much going on. And also, I'm not that fan. This is another reason why I wasn't a big fan of TT when she was on Baddies Gone Wild. She always inserting herself into shit like she feel like she big and bad, and she feel like, I don't know, she always insert herself into shit. Cause what the fuck do you mean you fight persuasion because you don't feel like it's for the ET? Like, talk about since persuasion wasn't being fair, I'm not gonna be fair, bitch. Who is you? You ain't no motherfucking Judge Judy. You don't make up sentences around this bitch. You don't give people jail time. You don't decide what's gonna be what. The fuck, like, you need to sit the fuck down. Look. Somebody needs to drag her just for jumping in shit. Like, girl, sit down. Ain't got nothing to do with you. You need to be snatched up. The fuck. But anyway. Yeah. What's next? And I was confused as to why Daisy was trying to fight pressure. Was Daisy trying? I mean, not pressure, persuasion. Was Daisy trying to fight persuasion because of the May situation too? I was shocked. Like, damn, why was Daisy trying to fight persuasion? I'm talking about persuasion. They got the fight with TT. Daisy tried to run up. And I think she did Persuasion get the fight with pressure or something? I don't know. But Persuasion, she was, man, everybody trying to fight her. I'm like, damn. And then I wrote down, Daisy tried to fight Rolly. I don't like neither, but I was hoping Rolly was going to get it from Daisy. Yeah, I don't too much like Daisy because Daisy can be a bully. Daisy can do too much, especially everything she did with Bahati. Speaking of Bahati, Bahati really didn't, besides the first episode, she really didn't do too much either. But anyway, was it the first episode or the second? But anyway, Bahati kind of was quiet. But anyway, I don't blame her. It's too much going on. Like, keep your head on a swivel. I don't blame you. Just pay attention. But I really don't too much like Daisy, and I too much don't like Rolly. They both two big bullies, but Rolly just a bigger bully and a bigger coward. But anyway, cause like, did y'all see Daisy was sitting beside security, like she was basically sitting beside security, and she was just on the floor and mad. And then it was like a little message popped up on the screen, and it was saying like basically Daisy's journey with Zeus or with Baddies, it ended quickly. And I was thinking, why did it end quickly? Because Daisy probably mad because y'all won't let her fight Rolly. I don't like that. Why certain people in witness protection? Excuse my language, but I don't care who sucking who penis, who grinding up against who coochie. Ain't nobody protected around this motherfucker. Y'all know what show this is. Y'all signed up for it. Ain't nobody protected. Unless you like hurt real bad, then okay, sit down. But like why they protected Rolly so damn bad? What the fuck going on? Who she fucking this in higher power? That's probably why Daisy was mad, because they keep on protecting folks. But okay, that's my conspiracy. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that's probably why. You never know. That's just my theory. That part probably not true, but that's just how I feel. I don't know. Okay. Then someone said I'm in a confessional. In the confessional room, someone up here talking about something. I'm looking cute. I hope these bitches ain't acting crazy or whatever. But then as soon as she get in the damn building, someone ain't crazy. She gonna say, Rolly, Dolly. And I'm gonna be real. Dolly folded someone up real quick. But I think, I ain't gonna lie, it seems like Rolly sleep got summer too. I don't know if someone was overly drunk or what, but you call folks out just to get your ass whooped. Okay, girl, period, poo. And then, yeah, like I said, I hate that Ivory and Tavy, folks. Ivory and Pressure got to fight multiple times, and Ivory somewhat whooped Pressure, but I don't feel like she just dog Pressure the way Ivory normally dog other bitches. And I feel like that's another reason why Ivory mad, because like Pressure ain't the world's greatest fighter. For Pressure to be big and tall, she could have did Ivory in. So Pressure ain't the world's greatest fighter, but I feel like maybe Ivory mad because Ivory wanted to like do pressure in, but she ain't really doing pressure in. Like that pressure kind of like, but like I said, pressure ain't the world's greatest fighter, but she kind of like standing her ground, holding her own against Ivory. And I feel like that's why Ivory kept trying to fight her back to back, and that's probably why Ivory was mad for real. Clock that teeth. Yeah. And then Ivory snuck pressure when pressure was walking away. And okay, I wrote down Ciroc kind of ran up in Big Leg shit. Okay, first of all, I'm just gonna go and say this. I keep yelling at the screen every time I watch it. I really want Ciroc to go and get her face out the way with everybody who jumped her. But then after that, maybe get like 1 or 2 rounds in. And then after that, just try to be them girls' friends. And what I mean by that, I ain't gonna say just kiss ass, just make up or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, Tommy is the reason why Ciroc keep on fighting all these girls. Tommy is the reason why Ciroc got jumped. But where is Tommy? Nowhere to be fucking found. When at the reunion, or no, it wasn't a reunion. It was in the last season, I think, the last season. But when Ciroc got jumped by all them girls, I sure was like, see, I feel like Tommy is a bad friend. Tommy walking off stage, Tommy watching you get jumped, Tommy then got her ass whooped, folded up, put in the box, and shipped off real quick. So the reason why I say just let Ciroc get her like 1 or 2 fades in, and then just let it be at that. And like maybe, you know, try to get to know the girls, maybe see if they got something in common. Because like basically Ciroc fighting for nothing, basically. Ciroc is literally fighting because of Tommy. Literally. So like I just feel like, do you see Tommy ain't no damn good friend? You basically got jumped for nothing. Tommy walking off, watching you get jumped. Like, Tommy, like, what the fuck? Tommy is a pretty crackhead, like, literally, and a drunk, literally. Like, she ain't no friend. She can't fight. She, like, I don't know, I don't even know why Tommy's still on the show, honestly. Somebody got to be having sex with her or what. Well, she is good TV because she just a mess. You can't fight. You're messy. Like, you a drunk. Like that time when she was yelling at Biggie in that store. Like, girl, calm down. Then something that was so weird to me was when Tasiki tried to, who was it? Ciroc and Big Lex was fighting. And I'm gonna be real, but okay, oh yeah. Speaking of yeah, I feel like with the fight between Ciroc and Big Lex, I feel like Big Lex didn't lose real bad, but Big Lex didn't win either. You know how Big Lex normally be dogging bitches. Ciroc kind of ran up in her shit. Everybody was like, Ciroc rushed her. Because remember, Ciroc had Big Lex picked up against that wall. I'm going to be real. I was screaming at the TV, go Ciroc, go. And the reason why I'm screaming at the TV is because I used to like Big Lex, but Big Lex remind me of Rolly. Big Lex, at first I used to like Rolly, but then she started to kind of turn into a bully. I guess letting the fame and the money slip get to her head. I don't know what's happening. But at first I used to like Big Lex, but Big Lex is a little bit turning into a bully for real. Because even if a motherfucker talk about you, girl, look at Tasiki. Tasiki don't really just fight. Tasiki know the power and the damage she can do, but she barely use, you see what I'm saying? She don't just go around just throwing them at everybody. I feel like Big Lex just starting to just go around just throwing them at everybody, like sit down, like I'll be like, ho, I know I can beat you up, man, fuck what you talking about, fuck you. Like Big Lex can never be the bigger person. But anyway, but speaking of Tasiki though, I will say Tasiki don't fight everybody, but I feel like it was, and you know, Tasiki, like I said, how, you know, Tasiki knows she can do damage, and Tasiki, but I love how she don't just, you know, try to fight everybody though. Like she ain't no bully, basically. But Tasiki ain't no bully, but that hoe is weird. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little bit starting to see what Krishan was talking about. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because, okay, for an example, at the reunion, when Big Lex then beat the fuck out of Biggie, and you gonna go up and hug Big Lex, even Janisha was like, but Tasiki, you don't see why Biggie feels some type of way. Even Janisha said something about it. Like you don't see why she, you know, and then remember how Biggie was like wigging on Tasiki about that. Like, that's weird. I ain't gonna lie, that is weird. And then, so, you remember when I said Ciroc and Big Lex was fighting, and Ciroc Slick was like I said, I ain't gonna say Ciroc just whooped Big Lex, but it was times when Ciroc was dicking Big Legs and Slick rushed her. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Ciroc Slick was holding her own against Big Legs. Now, like I said, I ain't gonna say Big Legs, Ciroc just dog Big Legs, but hey, she would hold her own against Big Legs, and that's why Big Legs mad. Big Legs thought she was gonna do Ciroc the way she did her at last season, but nah, baby. If it's just me and you, Ciroc kind of showing you like, yeah, I'm kind of holding my own. Because she got jumped last time. But then again, Big Legs whooped her last time. But anyway, but the thing that was so weird, so when Ciroc and Tasiki, when Ciroc and Big Legs had their little 1-2, did y'all see how Tasiki was trying to run up? Bitch, you don't even run up like that for a Biggie, so what the fuck is you doing? And I don't, like, okay, maybe Ciroc will talk about Tasiki on the internet, but if you see, she up here whooping this big ass, tall ass girl, Big Legs, she whooping Big Legs, tall ass, big long ass. So why would you try to like run up on her? Why would Tasiki try to run up on Ciroc after she just got the fight with a good ass fighter at that? You never defended Mariah like that, but you defended Anna like that. You never defended Biggie like that, but you try to run up on Ciroc after Tasiki just, after Big Legs just got the fight. Now, I ain't gonna lie, she weird, bro. You weird. Like, even if Ciroc was like did something to you first, this bitch already fighting one of the heavy hitters. What the fuck is you doing? The fuck? You doing too much. Like, I hate when people be like, she didn't get jumped. Yeah, she didn't get jumped, but y'all fighting her back to back. Might as well. I'm fighting her. Then literally, 1 second after I get to fight her, you trying to run her up. Might as well be getting jumped. The fuck? Anyway. Okay, let me try to hear you. I only got one more, this last page. Okay, so I wrote down Cold Killer Braun Funner on stage, but then invited K. Rican. Oh, yeah. Once again, remember when I was like, you got to watch Friends like that, because it's supposed to be a trio, but it's really giving duo. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe K. Rican wasn't even there or something. Maybe K. Rican left, came back. But I showed like how Cold Killer gonna bring Funner on stage while she performing, but she ain't bring K. Rican. But like I said, maybe K. Rican wasn't even there, because I don't think K. Rican performed or something. I don't know. So I'm probably reading too much into that one. I don't know. But yeah, and then I wrote down where Greg Chad, where Jayla, Sapphire, and where DJ Ari at. Where they at? You only see DJ Scott, scary, but... And Mariah just needs to leave DJ Scott alone. You know DJ Scott don't want to fight you. Why you still fighting that girl? But Mariah say that DJ Scott jumped her. And if that's true, hey, cause come on, DJ Scott, you can't be that scary, but you jumping folks. But that's allegedly. I don't know if that's true, but that's what Mariah say. Okay, next, Stunner Girl back. She killed her performance. I love her song. She looked good. I like Stunner Girl. Like, well, I don't know. Sometimes she can't. I don't know, but I like Stunner Girl for now. Well, cause I know when she was on Baddies last time, it just seemed like Stunner Girl minded her business. It seemed like people were fucking with her, and it just seemed like when you fuck with her, she gonna be on you every day though. You Stunner Girl ain't no hoe. So, I don't know, I fuck with Stunner Girl. And I like her song, and she was, like, the look, body, face, outfit was T. And then I wrote down, Ivory Shaw was cozy in that dressing room with Funner and Cold Killer. And then remember when Diamond walked in, and then Funner and Diamond got the arguing, and then Diamond was like, bitch, you in my room, or you in my dressing room, or something like that. That was a little weird, because I don't know if y'all watching Now That's TV. I'm trying to hurry up, because I do not want this video to be long. But I don't know if y'all watching Now That's TV, but Diamond and Ivory been friends for a long time, and Ivory basically got mad on Now That's TV. Ivory got mad at Diamond on Now That's TV for saying like, I feel like you ain't being my friend, because Diamond had this friend named Exotica on Now That's TV. It was on, I think, called Deja Vu. But basically, Ivory got mad at Diamond, but for saying like, you ain't my friend, woo or something. But look at you up here, Diamond got to fight with Funner and Cold Killer best friends. What the fuck? you supposed to be Diamond friend, but you sitting up here kicking and real cozy, smiling hard as hell with the ops. So that was weird. But you always talking about somebody weird, like, I don't know. And I also didn't like how Ivory, I think she kicked Tavy from behind. Ivory kicked somebody from behind. I ain't gonna lie, that was a whole move. Ivory, you can fight too good. You ain't gotta do all that. That was a whole move. Even though I like Ivory sometimes, but then sometimes Ivory just going back to her old ways, being a bully. But she would talk about she want to change, and at first she was like, I want people to see me in a different light. Okay, bipolar, 1 minute you this, 1 minute you that. But anyway, next, and then I put, okay, so y'all remember, I'm almost done, I'm trying to make it fast, but y'all remember when Funna and Diamond got the fight, normally when Funna be fighting, Cold Killer will jump in. Why you ain't jump in this time? Because you know, if you jump in, Ivory might beat your motherfucking ass, yeah, you don't want that work, like, yeah, because sometimes Cold Killer, she pop it, but I don't know. But I peeped that. I said, yeah, normally Cold Killer just looking crazy. And then talk about some. Remember when Cold Killer was like, she said something about it looked like a scene from a stripper movie or something. Like, girl, please shut up, because you would have jumped into that scene. But you know, if you jump on the Ivory friend Diamond, you gonna get that work. That's why you just sitting there looking crazy. That's why you ain't jump in. Anyway, and I put ET looked a mess, trying to fight pressure on stage while they performing and fail. Then Big Lex up here talking about this is too ghetto. Like, she's gonna say, this is too ghetto. Like, girl, what you talking about ghetto? You're ghetto. Like, girl, this the same person beating the fuck out of everybody. Just, you talk about ghetto, but you the same person. Man, Scotty kept telling you, this was seasons ago. Scotty kept telling her, I don't want to fight, I don't want to fight. You chase Scotty in the damn pool. You whoop Scotty in the pool. Come on now. The same person, like, come on now. This coming from the bully. But she talk about some, when E.T. tried to fight pressure, talk about some she left because it was too ghetto. Girl, please. Girl, you're ghetto. You chase Scotty in the damn pool. You whoop Scotty in the pool. Then remember they got the fight beside that fire that time? Man, come on there. But anyway, but talking some ghetto coming from the damn bully. But okay, y'all, so that is pretty much the end of this Baddies review. That's all I got. Like, it was so much going on. Like, it was just too much going on. I'm like, look, I'm watching it trying to write stuff down. Like, but yeah, so this is the end of the Baddies review. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, follow me on all social medias, and I'll see y'all in the next one, because I'm thinking about filming a Bad Boys review. I don't know, I don't know, because I wanted to do, real quick before I go, I wanted to do the Bad Girls Gone Wild review, but I was like, I don't know, should I do it, should I not? I don't know. I might, I don't know. But let me know, comment down below if y'all feel like I should do more reviews or whatever. But yeah, see y'all later. See you in the next video. And it might be the Bad Boys review. But yeah.